All right, today we're diving into a really fascinating proposal that aims to transform an entire county's agricultural economy right from the ground up. It's called the Murang'a DigiJenga Initiative, and it's all about tackling some of the toughest challenges that small-scale farmers in Kenya face every single day. So let's get into it. So who's behind this massive vision? The lead partner is a group called Young Nesher Kenya Holdings. And what they're proposing is nothing short of a radical overhaul of Murang'a County's entire agricultural system, taking it from this fragmented, informal network to a fully digitized, zero-waste powerhouse. So why is a change this big even necessary? Well, it all starts with one pretty staggering number. In Murang'a, right now, up to 50% of horticultural produce, we're talking tomatoes, mangoes, you name it, is lost before it even gets close to a customer. Just think about that. Half of it. Spoiled, wasted, just gone. And that leads us straight to the central problem, what the proposal calls the paradox of plenty. See, Murang'a is an agricultural giant. Its farms feed families and power local trade. And yet the farmers themselves are often stuck in a cycle of poverty. You've got an economy that is working incredibly hard, but it's just not working smart. So if the farmers aren't making the money, where is it all going? Well, the farmers, the ones doing all the planting, the growing, the harvesting, they only see about 30 to 40% of the final price. The rest of it, a huge 60 to 70%, gets swallowed up by informal middlemen in a system that's just not transparent or efficient. And here's the thing, it's not just one issue. It's a whole domino effect of problems. You've got that massive waste we talked about, an inefficient value chain, what they call a visibility gap, where the government can't even track its own economy. And it's all based on cash, which locks so many people, especially women and youth, out of getting loans or investment. Okay, so what's the solution? We are not talking about a small fix here. The proposal is for a complete overhaul. It's about building a digital nerve system for the whole county, basically a tech backbone that connects every single farmer, every trader, and every transaction. Now, at the very heart of this system is something called the Eagle AI. And it's so important to understand, this is not just another app. It's described as an infrastructure-grade AI, a digital spine for the county. And here's the crucial part. It ensures county data sovereignty. That means Murang'a's data stays in Murang'a. It's owned and protected by the county itself. So how do they actually plan to pull this off? Well, the system uses what they call a golden stack of technology. You've got ERP Next, which is the truth layer that tracks every single crate of food. Then you have NN, the efficiency engine that automates the whole supply chain. But honestly, the most brilliant part is the accessibility layer. Farmers can use this entire powerful system with just simple WhatsApp or basic text messages, even with voice prompts in local languages like Gikuyu or Swahili. So what does this actually look like for a farmer on the ground? It's really simple, just 4 steps. You register on any phone you have, even a basic feature phone. Instantly, you can see what the market actually needs in real time. Then you connect directly to those buyers, and you get paid instantly, right into a digital wallet. Simple, direct, and incredibly powerful. You know, this whole initiative is about so much more than just making things efficient. It's really about empowerment. The goal is to use this technology to open up brand new opportunities for small-scale farmers and traders, especially for the women and young people who have been shut out of the system for so long. The system makes this happen through something called the Nurture Marketplace. The AI acts like a virtual co-op, grouping hundreds of small farmers together into one massive supplier. This means that, together, they can finally meet the huge volume demands of big buyers like schools or supermarkets. And what's really smart is it doesn't just eliminate middlemen, it formalizes them. They become verified agents and logistics partners within the new system. Okay, but if there is one idea in this entire proposal that is truly revolutionary, it's this one right here. Data as the new collateral. This concept completely rethinks one of the single biggest obstacles to growth for farmers all across Africa, and that's access to credit. See, traditionally, if you're a farmer and you want a loan, you need a formal land title. But countless small-scale farmers, especially women, simply don't have one. And just like that, no matter how hard they work or how much they produce, they're locked out of the formal financial system. This new model just flips that whole idea on its head. The platform creates what's called a financial resume for every farmer, and it's all based on their verified sales history. This digital proof of their business becomes their collateral, and suddenly,
these farmers are bankable. As the proposal says, data creates trust, and trust unlocks capital. Okay, so let's zoom out for a second. From the individual farmer to the entire county. The impact here is twofold. First, it's about transforming massive revenue leakage into a clean, predictable digital ledger. And second, it's about completely changing the way we think about agricultural waste.
This chart tells the story perfectly. Right now, the county's agricultural revenue is like a leaky bucket. It's fragmented and money is lost because everything happens invisibly in cash. But with digitization, every single transaction is traceable. The county gets 100% visibility. And that means accurate budgets and real data-driven governance. So what about that 50% of produce that's being lost? Well, this initiative wants to get rid of the idea of waste entirely. Instead, it's reimagined as a strategic raw material, the foundation for a brand new bioeconomy in the county that can boost incomes and improve food security at the same time. And they have this amazing three-tiered plan to do it. The first level is pretty low-tech, turning things like maize cobs into animal feed. The second level gets more into biotech, using things like black soldier flies to turn rotten produce into high-protein feed. But the third level is truly futuristic, extracting high-value biochemicals like lycopene from tomato waste for export. The goal is simple: nothing is wasted. Now, this is a huge vision, I know, but it's not just a dream. It's all backed by a very concrete, very detailed plan. This isn't just an idea, it's a step-by-step blueprint for how to build this future. And just look at the results they're expecting from Phase 1 alone: a 30% jump in farmer incomes, the creation of over 500 new youth-led agro-businesses, cutting post-harvest losses by 40%, and bringing over 5,000 farmers into the digital economy. These are real life-changing numbers. And the roadmap shows this is a long-term commitment. It all starts with an 18-month pilot phase. Then it moves into consolidation, scaling up to cover the entire county. And finally, it culminates in the advanced phase, launching those biochemical facilities. It's a clear plan for sustainable growth that builds on itself over time. So this whole proposal really leaves us with a fascinating final thought to chew on. We think of farmers as growing crops, right? Things like maize or coffee or tomatoes. But in this new model, where a farmer's digital history is what unlocks credit, secures better prices, and guarantees a buyer, what if data itself becomes the most valuable crop a farmer can grow?